Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Newsroom Series as we walk you through the North Central region, which is our focus for today's broadcast. However, we begin with the Federal High Court in Abuja, also in that region, who have dismissed a lawsuit filed against President Bola Tinubu challenging his proclamation of a state of emergency in Rivers State. The suit instituted by Belema Briggs and 4 others against the emergency rule was thrown out by Justice James Omotosho. The judge ruled that the 5 plaintiffs lacked the legal standing to bring the case, noting that such a constitutional matter could only be determined by the Supreme Court. Justice Omotosho explained that none of the plaintiffs claimed to be members of the State Executive Council or the House of Assembly, nor did they demonstrate they'd suffered any injury greater than any other resident of Rivers State. Furthermore, they did not have the fiat, that's the authority, of the State Attorney General to initiate the action. The court also noted that the plaintiffs did not dispute President Tinubu's claim that he imposed the state of emergency to prevent a looming breakdown of law and order. Finally, Justice Omotosho held that the plaintiffs' claim of fundamental rights breach could not stand because the president had appropriately invoked the law regarding an emergency rule order. The Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, has launched a nationwide enforcement action to flush out foreign nationals who've overstayed their visas or violated their entry terms. NIS spokesperson, Assistant Controller Akinshola Akinlabi, reported substantial compliance at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja on the first day of monitoring. The crackdown comes immediately after the federal government's expired visa initiative, an amnesty period, officially ended on September the 30th. That amnesty, announced July the 5th, had allowed foreigners with lapsed status to regularize their stay without penalty. The NIS will specifically target holders of expired visas on arrival, short visit business visas, and individuals with expired comprehensive expatriate residence permits. The service issued a stern warning: violators face significant overstay penalties, removal from Nigeria, and a possible ban on future entry.
Today is the first day of the enforcement. So you could see that officers and men of the Airport Command of Nigerian Mission Service are doing their work, and so far so good. The work is going on fine. You can see that officers are all everywhere to ensure that there's full compliance. So everything is good. You can see the controller of the command is there to ensure that officers are on high alert to intercept, arrest, detain foreign passenger who maybe overstayed their visa or violated their entry conditions. So the service is fully alert, and today being the first day of the enforcement, we are ready to enforce the directive from federal government. So today is the first day of the enforcement, and so far so good. Everything's going on fine.
The Niger State Commissioner of Police, Adamu Elemen, received the new commandant of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, Commander Suberu Anivie, on a courtesy visit to the police headquarters at Mina. The visit was part of ongoing efforts to strengthen security operations across the state. Security chiefs pledged to work closely together in tackling crime and improving safety.
Niger State continues to make headlines over rising insecurity across several communities.
January 1988 at the local government area of
This situation prompts a visit by the new Niger State Commandant of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps to the Commissioner of Police. The Commandant explains that since the Commissioner of Police is the chairman of the State Security Council, it is necessary to strengthen synergy between both agencies.
We like to work with him, and by the grace of God, we will not disappoint him. And I know as a father, he will not just chase us away. So he's a father, really is a father. So, and I'm happy that I met somebody like him, because we'll be meeting, and the way Despite the fact that I have never paid him the fatherly role, I have never paid him my homage. So he has been carrying me along. Even we met outside the state here in Abuja, he has been carrying me along. And I believe for now, the other teams, his management team, the DCPs and the ACs, I believe we are going to work together.
Welcoming the commandant, the Commissioner of Police, Adamu Eleman, commends the move, stressing that security agencies must operate together to ensure safety, peace, and stability in the state.
I welcome him delightfully, and I promise him synergy and collaboration, because just like what I told him, a tree cannot make a forest. So we have to put head together, come together, not only him, with the other sister agencies, to collaborate and do the work of security in Niger State.
The visit of the NSCDC commandant marks a new beginning. Both security chiefs describe it as a renewed era of partnership aimed at keeping residents safe.
The Kogi state government says it has and it will continue to strengthen the health sector to ensure quality healthcare delivery for the people. Governor Usman Ododo gave the assurance in Lokoja during the official flag-off of a new health insurance scheme.
The Kogi state government says it is placing priority on the welfare of its people. And in line with this, Governor Usman Ododo has launched the Access to Care initiative under the state health insurance scheme designed to make quality health care easier to access for residents. In the first phase, about 28,056 local government and civil service employees are enrolled under the public sector employees plan. Another 3,427 pensioners are covered under the Pensioners Contributory Plan, while 44,760 students are captured under the T-SHIP program.
And well-equipped government house clinic.
The Executive Secretary of the Kogi State Health Insurance Agency explains the importance of the program.
In the last 3 years of our operation, we have been breaking barriers and coordinating our efforts towards broadening our health insurance coverage, providing unhindered access to quality health care, and protecting families from the detrimental effect of catastrophic health expenditure.
The State Commissioner for Health, Mr. Abdulaziz Adeza, praises Governor Ododo for improving the state's healthcare and welfare system.
The healthcare workforce of our primary healthcare centers is receiving attention, and several engagement is ongoing to ensure we have adequate and qualified health personnel in our PHCs across the state.
Thank you. Thank you.
Governor Usman Ododo thanks President Bola Tinubu for his economic reforms and bold policies, which, according to him, have boosted allocations to the state.
We are taking bold steps to save the lives of our pregnant women through Safe Motherhood Initiative. We are securing the future of our children by reducing under 5 mortality through timely and quality care.
The governor also announces a monthly allowance package for medical officers in the state civil service.
I hereby declare a special monthly intervention allowance of 300,000 naira for every medical doctor in the Kogi State Civil Service.
After the ceremony, the governor, joined by dignitaries, commissions 2 Hilux vehicles and other health items at the government house clinic.
To the glory of God.
The Kwara State government has commended the federal government for establishing the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TETFund. The state says the initiative has greatly improved the quality of tertiary education across Nigeria through infrastructure, research and academic training support. The commendation was given by the Kwara State Governor, represented at the 2025 TETFund North Central Town Hall meeting in Ilorin. The Governor noted that TETFund had played a vital role to boost facilities and training in tertiary institutions within the state.
As we converge here today, our purpose is clear: to strengthen accountability, deepen transparency, and build stronger bonds
of trust among all stakeholders who share the responsibility of advancing higher education in Nigeria. The decision of the Board of Trustees to initiate these town hall meetings of this nature is in line with the fund's standing mandate to ensure inclusiveness, transparency, and accountability in all its interventions. The board recognizes that tertiary education cannot thrive in isolation. It must be responsive to the aspirations of its host communities and align with the developmental agenda of our dear nation.
This year, the federal government approved 700 billion naira for TETFund in the national budget. The funds are meant to support infrastructure development in tertiary institutions across the country, in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu's administration.
His Excellency is delighted at the impact of TETFund on tertiary education, particularly under President Tinubu, having noted that selected tertiary institutions from Kwara State have also benefited from TETFund support in infrastructural facilities, research, and other government interventions intended to ensure quality assurance at the level of tertiary education.
The Benue State government have launched a new policy framework to guide the resettlement of internally displaced persons. Represented by his deputy, Sam Ode, the governor revealed that the policy is designed to move displaced persons from temporary relief to long-term solutions that restore their dignity and livelihood.
Yawata, a border community in Guma local government area between Benue and Nasarawa states, comes under deadly attack on June 16, 2025. The incident draws one of the strongest condemnations yet, following years of repeated attacks in Benue by suspected herders and armed groups. In response, the Benue State government, working with Save the Children, set up a steering committee to develop an official IDP policy. Today's meeting is organized for its launch.
National Commission for Refugees, Migrants.
The state technical team lead says the policy aligns with international standards.
This policy is more than a document. It's a roadmap of hope. It calls on all of us, government, partners, communities, and citizens to turn compassion into coordinated action and to ensure that displacement in Benue never becomes a permanent condition.
The Deputy Country Director of Save the Children International urges all stakeholders to move beyond words and take concrete action.
Your Excellency, as we gather here today to launch this important document, we would like to call on government agencies, development partners, civil society, and community leaders to work together to ensure that this policy moves beyond paper to action.
At the launch, Benue State Deputy Governor Sam Ode stresses that short-term support is not enough to address the needs of IDPs.
Aid alone is not enough. This policy moves us from relief to recovery, from temporary support to long-term stability.
Participants express hope that the new IDP policy will shift focus from only humanitarian aid to long-term solutions such as skills training, resettlement, and improved public safety.
Residents of Plateau State are commending Governor Caleb Mufwang for the visible improvements in infrastructure across the whole state. Many say abandoned projects are now receiving attention, while new works are giving communities a much-needed facelift. From roads to public facilities, the impact of these ongoing projects is being felt in different parts of the state. Our correspondent, Percy Debang, reports on how the developments are changing lives on the Plateau.
This road in Faringada, Jos North local government area, has been abandoned for over 40 years, making life difficult for residents and road users. because of its importance to the community, the Plateau State government is finally reconstructing it. For residents who have endured decades of poor access, the project is nothing short of transformational.
This road was constructed in 1977. Nobody has ever touched it till now. I was surprised when the government constructed it. Say, how? Why government constructed a road in the bush? Now we have seen the importance of the road now. Since then, nobody has ever come to do something. But this present administration has come to do it. We have seen it. We have witnessed it. We really appreciate it.
The Mutfwang administration is also paying attention to other critical infrastructure. From the rehabilitation of the historic Round Palm Stadium to the installation of street lights across Jos and in Bukuru, the construction of the JMDB market. Some residents appreciate the government's effort but are calling for more.
Since more than 40 years, we are want this road, but now governor come and watch us now. We are one governor to come and help us with Sabalai Road. This road is good now.
With machines working day and night and projects springing up across Plateau, residents believe the governor's developmental drive is laying the foundation for lasting change in the state. Percy Dabang, Channels Television News.
And now for more information on the infrastructure development in Plateau State, the Commissioner of Works in Plateau State, Mr. Joshua Lavin, joins us. You're welcome to Newsroom Series today.
Thank you for having me.
And happy Independence Day. Now,
yeah, thank you.
Now, the Faringada Road, let's begin with that, has been abandoned for over 40 years. 40 years. Why did it take this long for government to take action?
Yeah, I think under the watch of Governor Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang, he is the governor that came to ensure that all abandoned projects are being completed, because governance is a continuity, and continuity of governance proves that you have the people at heart. Faringada Bauchi Road is not a state government project, it's a federal government road, but it domiciles within the heart of the town, where a lot of governments, former governors do not pay attention to it, but it's affecting the commuters and also the business activities. His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang deemed it fit to ensure that he come and rehabilitate the road and ensure that our people of the state have good road to apply, because that is the heart of our business environment. It's about 3-kilometer stretch of federal government road that he embarks upon to show that we help to rehabilitate the road to make our commuters and our business people have a lively life to live around that area. Not just only this, we have been intervening a lot of federal government projects in the state, about 3 federal government projects that we have taken over. We are doing it as a state government. And we came and made abandoned project, about 45 abandoned projects that have been left bearing for the past 10 years. And in his quests to improve on the state infrastructure, road is a very important infrastructure that you need to lay, you need to take absolute control of. So he decided to out of the 45, 19 of the roads now are under construction, and about 5 of the road is completed. Then 23 of the road is just being given attention now within the last 2 years. Being attention, anywhere from this October, we are going to start the 23 project that are left, because we've done the revised bill has been initiated, and also now we are about to conclude on the documentation of those projects so that now we can commence it. I can assure you that we have taken over 19 out of the 19. 5 has been completed since abandoned for the past 10 years.
Honorable Commissioner, that sounds very laudable. Let's look at a sister problem to that, maintenance. And it's not just affecting the Plateau State alone. Many infrastructure projects have suffered poor maintenance in the past. What long-term maintenance plans are in place to ensure that roads, markets, and public facilities don't deteriorate after commissioning?
Yeah, that is why in his assumption of office in May 29, 2023, the road maintenance agency that have been left moribund for a very long time, he restated it. That is why most of the dilapidated road within the Jos Metropolis and Bukuru Metropolis has been fixed. Today, Plateau State has one of the best road network because of the road maintenance agency has been revamped to ensure that all government projects that have been dilapidated or has been left moribund for long should be sustained, and then the continuation of maintenance should be a culture, not just an avenue of the abandonment. So now in Plateau State, our road maintenance agency is revamped and is doing a lot today. That's why we ensure the continue. That's why, in fact, this Zaria, Feringada Zaria Road is being a rehabilitation work carried out by the road maintenance agency under the Ministry of Works. That's to tell you that the abandonment of project in our regime is not the order of the day anymore. We have reactivated all the government agencies that are responsible for maintenance, but they keep in touch with roads that are dilapidated. That's why we don't have Port Road on the Plateau anymore again.
I'm quite familiar with that road from Bukuru, that is from Dadinkowa to Bukuru. There's an offshoot road to Zarumanganda. So are you saying that all those areas have been taken care of?
That I can assure you, if you go to just now, apart from the ones that are still under construction, most of the port roads in just within Bukuru to just not himself. That's the main express road that leads from the airport. Apart from the Maraban Jama Junction, that will have a lot of traffic jam of the trailers that have caused a lot of harm to that road. We are fixing it within today or tomorrow. We are working on that. But you won't see major potholes within those roads anymore because our road maintenance agency, even though it's not a state government road, it's a federal government road, but it's our responsibility to ensure that all roads are motorable within Plateau, not just the in-road of Plateau State government alone, but including federal government road. That's why we're doing what we're doing in Feringada, and we're doing what we're doing around Maraban Jama, and we're doing all the potholes within the express road leading to Just North. Those are all federal government road. In fact, Zaria Road, Bauchi Road, there are lots that we're doing there. In fact, of recent, we realized that the bridge that's linking only Bauchi Road with the main town is having a problem. We've written to Federal Road Maintenance Agency and the Ministry of Works under the Plateau State, Federal Road Agency under the Plateau State. They have not responded, but the governor has given me the go-ahead now that we should go and look for how we remedy the bridge before it collapses. We cannot be waiting for this federal government while the bridge is serving the people of Plateau State. We need to quickly intervene to see how we rescue that bridge from collapsing. That is the kind of preemptive measures he is taking always to ensure that we don't allow catastrophe, but we take control before it happens.
Indeed, Honorable Commissioner, I believe that state governments don't get enough credit for what they do as far as federal roads are concerned. I hope that reimbursement is somewhere in the pipeline for state governments such as yours and the Honorable Governor. Now, or His Excellency the Governor, let's take a look at now the Rangpam Stadium. The rehabilitation, it's been commended, but critics also have a bone to pick with that issue. They're saying that focusing on sports infrastructure, such as the Rangpam Road Stadium, when many rural roads remain impassable, shows misplaced priorities. How do you believe that a balance can be created? Or is there a situation where the priorities are not understood by the residents?
I think the priority is not understood by the resident. There is no how you will tell me most of the rural roads are abandoned. Like I told you that we have about 45 abandoned projects. I can give you a rundown of few that is ongoing as we speak. The road that is leading from the most talked about road, Shuel, Gungi, Shuel, Dokpai Road is under construction. As we speak, Rukuba Fenilamba Road under construction. As I speak to you, this Lankang Road is under construction. Those are all rural roads. Demshin Shimanka Road are under construction. We're talking about Jibam, the contractor have been mobilized. And we're talking about another one again, Bisichi Mango Wale Road is under construction. And a lot of others, Fobor, Mejuju Road under construction. Those are all rural roads. So who will say that the priority is not given to rural roads? Rural roads are well taken care of. We have not initiated any new project yet, but we are trying to complete the abundant one by the previous administration. That is what makes us today. We are doing what is expected of us to do. For the stadium, whether you like it or not, you must find a way to engage the youth. Engaging the youth in terms of their sporting activities, because the youth are the cardinal and the most volatile group. So you must find a way of engaging them. So renovating a Rampon Stadium where our sporting activities will continue, I think is very important. Part of also the mandate of the government that we need to touch all aspects of governance, not just only roads. So in construction of renovating the stadium, Plateau United will have a befitting stadium where they will host their Premier League matches. And then also Plateau is the hub of sport. In this immediate past sport National Sport Festival that took place, we came 7th. So it's to tell you that by the time we improve on our infrastructure, we'll become number 1 in the state. So it is a misplaced priority, not a misplaced priority, like I said. It is a priority that you must touch all sectors of governance. So the construction of the stadium
Honorable Commissioner,
is not a misplaced priority.
Yes. Yeah, so sorry. We're enjoying the conversation so much, but we'll unfortunately have to leave it here. We do take that on board, everything you've just said, and we commend you and the government for everything that is being done. The Commissioner for Works in Plateau State, Mr. Joshua Labin, joined us on Newsroom Series. Many thanks.
Thank you for having me.
Finally, 1,000 students across the 13 local government areas of Nasarawa State have received scholarships grants worth 100 million naira. Each student gets 100,000 naira to help pay their tuition fees.
Students from across Nasarawa State gather for the disbursement of scholarship grants. 1,000 beneficiaries are selected from the 13 local government areas of the state, each receiving 100,000 naira. The initiative is facilitated by Abubakar Nalaraba, the lawmaker representing Awai, Doma and Kiana Federal Constituency. It is designed to help students pay their tuition fees.
Today we are here to disburse 100,000 for 1,000 students across the state. Why we decided to increase the stake is not unconnected with any personal reasons. We are out to impact life. We are out to help the unprivileged students in our communities.
Students welcome the initiative with joy and gratitude.
He's so excited. This scholarship is not just a financial support to me. I believe it's a symbol of hope.
Meanwhile, the Secretary of the State Scholarship Board, Saadatu Yahaya, urges the beneficiaries to use the grants strictly for educational purposes.
I pray that the beneficiaries of this scholarship will use the money for the purpose for which it is made for. It is not for you to go and drug yourself. It is not for you to go and use it to buy a recharge card to do all sorts of things with it. Please use it for your education.
The 100 million naira scholarship scheme complements the state government's ongoing efforts, which have already disbursed billions of naira to support students through school. Halima Gayam, Channels Television News.
And that's it on Newsroom Series today. Thank you for watching. I'm Olumide Mukol.